a couple of pairs of sandals, some summer dresses, swimming stuff. Oh, and those books. Anything else?
You could always change your mind and come with us.
I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. I'm going to miss you both.
Well, if you do, get in touch. And remember what they say about travel improving the mind.
Oh, I think mine's well past that. See you about 5.
Bye, darling. Oh, really?
They're keen. Kiss decided she wants to be on the eventing team at the next Olympics. I overstepped the mark yesterday. Had no right. If you want my notice, I'll understand.
I want you here looking after my interests for as long as you can stand it. If you'll stay.
Well, so long as I don't have to take orders from him.
Scott will never be in control of Home Farm. Ever. In my lifetime, OK? The sooner we're out of here, the better.
Someone had to do something.
Mum, how could you be so stupid? You could have messed the whole thing up.
I am losing my grandchild tomorrow. How much more messed up can this get? I mean, call themselves social services. It's obvious the woman is insane. Why else would she want to tear that child away from the bosom of her loving family?
Because a loving family complained to the police that she's an unfit mother. If I was Zoe, I'd sue you.
And whose side are you on exactly, Donna?
Oh, Mummy, it's not even that bad. You've still got me and Scott.
Yeah, well, at this rate, I'm never going to have another grandchild, am I?
Oh, you won't mind babysitting TJ tonight then while me and Dawn go out?
Yes, I would.
I'm treating them. Like I'm going to treat you to lunch on Sunday, see if it'll take your mind off things.
What are you after?
Nothing. I just realised how lucky I am. So?
That boy never ceases to amaze me.
Mum, that's too good to be true. It's weird. There's something going on.
Nonsense. You heard what he said, Donna. Why do you always have to think the worst of everybody? Cynicism is so unattractive.
So I've cancelled America. Tickets, the house. There's a job in New Zealand for me if I want it.
Return of the Flying Better. Do you want it?
Well, it's as good a place as any. And it's as far from Scott as I can physically get.
But you just don't do this sort of thing. You're legal, decent, honest and truthful. I mean, that's been you since, well, for as long as I've known you anyway.
It's always it got me. An emotional punch bag for Scott and his ghastly mother.
But if you're going to dump him, do you not think you should let him know?
Well, why should I soften the blow? No, he has lied, he has cheated, he has plotted, he has deceived me. He didn't even tell his mother that he was going, or Dawn. He has no idea what it is like to be hurt. And I think it's about time you found out, don't you?
Hell hath no fury.
Oh, no. No, I'm not a woman scorned. I'm a woman who's come to her senses at exactly the right time. He thinks we're leaving for America tonight. Well, Jean and I are leaving. On our own.
Well, I think you're amazing and wonderful, and would you like to take me with you?
Oh, you are very welcome, wherever I am.
Oh, sorry, bad timing.
That's all done, Dad. I'm just leaving. Chauffeur will be returning from our later on. Leave for the airport about 5-ish.
Yes, thank you.
You're still determined to go through with this?
Never more so.
I know you're angry with Scott. But even if he was colluding with Viv, it would be because he was determined to keep his daughter in the country. Is that such a bad thing?
Callum was right. I can't trust him. I never could, I never will. And I want rid of him permanently, even if it means I have to move halfway across the world to do it.
Well, Godspeed. My thoughts and prayers go with you both.
And remember, New Zealand is an ideal destination for a honeymoon. For when you finally are allowed to drag Laurel down the aisle.
I'll bear that in mind.
Are you packing or unpacking?
Sorting out some stuff for the dry cleaners.
All right, so, since when do you dry clean shoes and trainers?
Shoe repairs. Listen, the sooner you get TJ next door, the sooner I can take all of this stuff into town. And don't go telling Dawn. Because it's supposed to be a surprise. She's always saying that I don't pull my weight around the house.
So since when do you need a passport to get to Houghton? You look like a pervy serial killer with that haircut. But you've not shown Dawn that one.
Yeah, I need ID to pick up membership in the new club.
So So what's brought all this on anyway? Why are you being so nice?
Well, I'm allowed to treat my favourite girls, aren't I? Listen, when you see Dawn, give her this, will you? Tell her to go and buy herself something sexy. And I'll see you later when I take you to the club.
Did I ever tell you that you are a fantastic brother?
You don't need to. I already know.
Zoe? That damn kid didn't have a clue. Pagan's bolted. He's ripped open his near 4 on the gatepost.
I caught Paddy.
No, Pagan's jumpy at the best of times, but he's just climbing the walls of the loose box.
As if I didn't have enough to do. Right, I'll come and have a look at him.
Right.
I don't know how you're bearing up. Hours to go before you lose her and there's nothing you can do.
Well, short of abducting her, we've had it.
I feel your pain, Viv. Do you know, if there was anything happened to my grandchildren, I don't know what I'd do.
You don't have any grandchildren.
Well, no, I haven't been blessed yet.
Well, now, how the hell do you know?
Something funny going on. Think Scott's seen someone else?
Not in front of TJ, please, Donna.
Vicky, darling. Only, he's given me all this money, like £250. Got to meet Dawn in town. She's going to buy something for tonight, and then he's meeting us and taking us clubbing.
Oh, and he's not prone to spontaneous acts of generosity.
No, for Mum's birthday, she always gets cheap chocolates and flowers from the garage.
Oh, he runs a thriving, profitable business, Donna. He has every reason to share his success with his nearest and dearest.
All right, well, I'll get ready then. You'll have to cover for me, Mum.
Don't look at me.
Mum, I haven't had a decent night out in ages.
Well, I did warn you that going out with the local chef, you would need more than one night out a week at your age.
Well, I suppose I'm not doing anything this afternoon and my hand is slightly better.
Great. Well, the panini maker's there, kettle's there, and deep fryer's there. Ask my mum about anything else.
Well, it's not that much better.
Oh, no, you don't, young lady. When you run a business, you can't just skedaddle off into the bright lights every time a fit of reckless hedonism takes your fancy.
Oh, you reckon? I'll pay you 20 quid, so don't poison any of my customers.
I'm going to have to sedate him before I even think of stitching him up.
It's going to take him out of action for weeks. Turns out that kid's only had a couple of lessons. We should sue her.
We should be grateful for not thinking of doing the same. Next time, they can only ride in the indoor school. Right, I think I've got some anaesthetic in the drugs cabinet. Keep him calm. I'll be back.
I thought you weren't going clubbing so you could take your daughter to the airport.
Zoe said we can't.
I'm sick of being told what to do by that lesbian. It's a free country. Airports are public spaces.
And it would just make Jean more upset, wouldn't it, if you turn up there wailing and shouting at Zoe?
I want to give her these things anyway. So she never forgets her real family back here. I didn't have time to cut Bob out, but this is the only one of us all together where my eyes are open and my mouth's shut.
Well, I'll go up there, I'll say my goodbyes, I'll make sure she gets this.
Is there something you want to tell me?
Like what?
Well, I know how upset you must be, but throwing your cash around like water isn't going to bring our little Jean back, is it?
No, I suppose not.
You should be saving for our flights to America. Hey, how does Christmas in the States grab you?
Yeah, sounds cool to me. Mum, take this, will you? Use it as a deposit.
Are you sure you're all right?
Listen, I better go, all right? I better get off. I've got to go and see Jean for a few hours. And then I'm going to go and meet the girls in Leeds.
Give the little angel my love, won't you?
I think your Donna's right. Guilty conscience stands out a mile.
Oh, he's forgot my things.
Hold on. For heaven's sake. Coming! I'm not leaving till tonight. I thought you were spending the day with your nearest and dearest.
What's the point? You're my family now.
Scott, one of the horses is injured. Its leg needs stitching.
That's okay. I'll stay here. I'll play with Jean until you finished your James Herriot bit.
No, you can't. She's out with Effie. Listen, why don't you go home and wait for me to finish, and then we can meet up in the Woolpack and have a proper send-off, you know. How about that?
Well, I've not told Dawn yet, so it's probably best we stay away from the village until she finds out.
So you're just going to walk away from her?
Well, she'll be heartbroken, but she's a good-looking girl. I'm sure she'll find someone soon enough.
Yeah, as easy as that.
I've never promised her anything. I mean, just because we live together doesn't mean we're serious. And as soon as I don't turn up to meet him in Leeds, well, I'm busted.
I suppose you are.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about us. Yeah, I was going to say it on the plane, but what the hell? There doesn't seem to be any point in holding back now, does there? I hope it's your size. I hope you like it.
For me?
Yeah, go on, open it. It's a little bit sudden, eh? Yeah, let me. I know you probably could have bought yourself a bigger one.
You tell me that this is your idea of a joke.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Zoe. Looking after you. Making you happy. I've said it all before, and I meant it. I've never stopped. I love you. Zoe, please, will you marry me?
But she breaks a glass with every drink she dispenses.
Oh, first night nerves. When you must remember your first time.
I do indeed. Want to share?
Not at this particular moment, thank you, no.
According to Donna, right, she's way too pretty to be a colleague. Apparently, to work behind this bar, you have to be afflicted with the ugly brush, or I won't be able to control her masculine urges.
Well, she's never complained about me. What about your feminine urges?
I'll get back to you on that one.
Who is this? Could it be the long-lost, much-missed woman of mystery, Emily Kirk?
The very same.
Hey, I'm doing Thelma Louise tomorrow night. Do you fancy coming along and offering your usual chauffeur and valet service?
I might.
It'll do you good. Much more time with that child of Debbie's, and you'll turn into one of those women who always smells of baby sick and has stains in odd places.
And what's wrong with that? She's a lovely little creature.
And a dingle, too. Bizarre, isn't it? Still, I suppose even Shadrach must have been a charmer at some stage in his life.
Seen the photographs?
Nature versus nurture, eh? In that family, nurture never stood a fighting chance.
Oi!
We belong together. Me and you. I mean, I'm the only man that you've so much as looked at in years.
Which obviously means that I am desperate to shackle myself to you for the rest of my life. You despicable Scott. You have just surpassed my darkest imaginings. You're even sadder, more pathetic than I thought.
You want me in your life. You've proved that by planning this move. Jean is our daughter. It makes sense for her to take my name.
Did your mother put you up to this one too?
She doesn't know I'm here. Nobody does.
Well, make up your mind, Scott. Because one minute she does, the next she doesn't. You have lied to me all along. One thing about playing this sort of power game is you have to have the brains to see it through.
What do you want about?
You have been colluding with your mother to try to get me to stay, and then I decided against my better judgment to take you with me. I trusted you, Scott. I told you things that I have never told anyone. And I welcomed you into Jean's life, and then you do this. You betray my secret to your mother, and a drop of a hat you would betray her to. What is it you hope to achieve, Scott? Is it money you want? Is that it?
No. This has never been about money. This is about me wanting to be with you and Jean.
No. No, you don't care about Jean, you care about yourself. You are not fit to call yourself Jean's father. I would not let a monster like you near her. Or me, for that matter. Do you understand? The answer's no. I would rather stick needles in my eyes than marry you.
You would think he was a boyfriend, though.
I see we're home to the green-eyed monster tonight. Oh my... Wow! Just... Oh, tell me you're not going to dress like that.
Do you like it?
Yeah, yes. But way too much. You look stunning, ravishing, gorgeous. Way too gorgeous to be let loose in Leeds without male protection.
Well, come with us if you want.
What, and leave Diane to cater for the darts match alone? You must be joking.
Oh, go on. Just throw a sickie. Say you've got food poisoning or something.
Oh, we can't do that. Diane knows he doesn't eat his own food.
Funny. That's funny. OK, well, go. Enjoy. Just make sure you come home to my loving arms.
Not sure what time I'm going to be back or what state I'm going to be in.
I don't care if you've seen 6 of it. Just come back.
Well, I'll text you if I see anyone famous, because last time, Dawn got chatted up by that rubbish footballer with acne. See ya!
Bye. Back to me deep fat fryer. Paddy. There's not many times I'm driven to question my choice of career, but this is one of them.
Yeah, well, I feel like that when I'm stuck on a freezing cold hillside with my arm up a cow's backside. It's the glamour. It never stops.
Well, at least if you're letting me down, you owe me my ticket to America. I wouldn't interfere in your life. I would just be there for Jean.
I owe you nothing. Have you got that? And there is no ticket because I've cancelled it. Jean and I are going away. Somewhere where you will not find us.
What?
Well, what the hell did you think was going to happen, Scott? After what you and your mother have done, it's payback time. And don't look so surprised. You are not the only person in this room capable of subterfuge.
You would leave me here and still take my girl away from me?
At last. Well done, Scott. It's sunk in. How does it feel to be double-crossed? It's a new experience for you, isn't it?
My love not good enough for you anymore? Is that it? Because it was good enough for you that night in the back of your car? The night that we made our baby? You were gagging for it then?
You would like to think so, wouldn't you? But I've got news for you, Scott. You were just not up to it.
You let me tell you that I loved you. Did you have a good laugh, bitch?
Get off me, Scott! Come on!
Callum isn't here. Callum is outside. It's just me and you. You know your problem. All you ever needed was a real man. Zoe!
No! Please! Please!
Zoe!
No! I'll call the police, I swear!
Come here!
Get out! Scott, please!
You and me, we've got some unfinished business. What have you done? You are never gonna set your eyes on Jean again. Help.
You were going to teach me a lesson, weren't you? Now I'm going to teach you.
Oh, no, Zoe! Down! What have you had in there?
Ketamine?
How much? How much, Zoe? Call an ambulance.
We don't have to, Paddy.
Come, just snap out of it.
Ambulance. Yeah, it's an emergency. Someone's been injected with ketamine.
1 cheese and onion toasty to go on there. What is that? Well, in my Simon's restaurant, no plate leaves the pass. Now, that's chef speak for hot lamps in kitchen without application of mise en place and garnish.
We don't do misery or garnish, whether your Simon does it or not.
I understand your pain, Viv. Would you like me to make you a chamomile tea?
We don't do chamomile tea either.
Well, what about a hot chocolate then? Because milk is so very relaxing. The pressure you're under shows in every line and wrinkle on your face. They do say that emotional trauma is so very aging.
Where the hell is he? Why isn't he answering?
Do you know, my Simon rings me back within a second because he knows how I worry. So, toasty for table 3. Do you know, I think I'm really getting the hang of this. Excuse me.
His pulse is all over the place. He's going to struggle to get through this, you know. Let some flipping medics get their act together.
It all went wrong. He proposed to me.
Then all you had to do was say no.
What's going on?
Look, the ambulance is on its way. We just go out there and show them through as soon as they arrive.
Zoe, are you okay?
Will you just go?
I told him that we were going without him, and then he just attacked me. What else could I do to stop him?